What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and a lot is going down over at Marvel Studios right now. We'll do a full video breaking down everything that's happening soon and what exactly it means for the future of Marvel Studios and, of course, the future of the MCU. But today we're going to be talking about Jonathan Majors, our Kang. Jonathan Majors is a big name right now. He's been in a lot of really big movies. Of course, he appeared as He Who Remains in Loki. Of course, he's Kang in Ant Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, and he was in the latest Creed movie. And unfortunately and sadly, he was arrested. Now, many of you have probably heard this news, but we are going to be diving a lot deeper into it today than just his arrest. Apparently, since he was arrested, a lot of allegations have come out about him. And we'll try to reserve judgment until everything comes to the surface and everything has context behind it. But like I mentioned, since he was arrested, a lot of people have come out on Twitter and have pointed out some things about Jonathan Majors that aren't so good. In fact, they're pretty bad. However, like I said, we'll reserve judgment because a rep for him told reporters that he did nothing wrong and they look forward to clearing this mess all up. So what happened was yesterday, Jonathan Majors was arrested Saturday morning for allegedly assaulting a woman near Chelsea in New York City. He was arrested on the charges of strangulation, assault, and harassment. However, Jonathan Majors does say that he is innocent and he denies that he is guilty of these charges. Now, TMZ has been reporting about this, claiming that they have details. However, one of Jonathan Majors' representatives told TMZ that, I quote, "He's done nothing wrong. We look forward to clearing his name and clearing this up," end quote. But TMZ apparently spoke with the NYPD, and this is what they say. TMZ sources and law enforcement tell the outlet that Majors and his girlfriend, seemingly the alleged victim, were in a taxi Friday night when they began arguing. Majors' girlfriend allegedly confronted the actor about him seeming to text another woman and wanted to look at his phone. TMZ reports that this angered Majors, causing him to allegedly snatch her hand and slap her. According to TMZ, the woman had visible signs of the alleged assault across her body. She is currently in stable condition at a local hospital. The police were contacted around 11 a.m. Saturday, and the woman told them that she and Majors had an altercation, which led the actor to physically attack her. According to TMZ, given the visible cut behind the woman's ear and other redness and visible markings on her face, the police put Majors in handcuffs and brought him to jail. However, he seems to be out of custody currently. The NYPD told the Wrap that the arrest of Jonathan Majors was in response to a domestic dispute, and Jonathan Majors went into custody without incident, meaning he didn't put up a fight, he didn't make a scene, he didn't resist arrest, he just simply went with them. Now again, it's really hard to tell what actually happened, especially when it's coming from TMZ. TMZ really does love the celebrity drama. They tend to exaggerate a lot as well. So it is really hard to know what actually is going on here, especially because his representatives say that they look forward to clearing his name soon. So we're unclear of what happened, but the incident has already had ripple effects. And here's where things get really interesting and kind of sad. For starters, Jonathan Majors was in a US Army campaign. He was in an advertisement for them. But the US Army has recently, since learning about his arrest, pulled the ad, or as they said, put it on pause. Laura DeFrancisco, spokesperson for the Army Enterprise Marketing Office, said this: "The U.S. Army is aware of the arrest of Jonathan Majors, and we are deeply concerned by the allegations surrounding his arrest. While Mr. Majors is innocent until proven guilty, prudence dictates that we pull our ads until the investigation into these allegations is complete." So that's one effect. The ads that he was doing for the US Army have been pulled, but now even more serious ones are coming to light. Jonathan Majors is now being accused of abusive and vicious behavior, and this is even coming from a director and some people that he was around in his college years. And these allegations, if they are true, are concerning. Filmmaker A.B. Allen back in February said this in a tweet: "There's a particular actor, relatively new on the scene, who Twitter has violently fallen head over heels for, who in actuality is a vicious, cruel, abusive human being, both professionally and in his personal life, and every new viral thirst tweet about him drives me insane." And now some users are tweeting, "Now we know who this tweet is about," in response to Jonathan Majors getting arrested, in which A.B. Allen replied with, Ding ding ding, confirming his tweet was indeed about Jonathan Majors. Now, since this all came out, A.B. Allen was kind of pressed about why he isn't releasing more information about him now, and he stated, "The specifics of what I know, unfortunately, would still expose people who have been hurt and deserve to not become part of some larger media inquiry if they don't want to. So, I'm not going to get into the details, but now y'all know what his deal is." So he confirms that is Jonathan Majors that he was talking about, but he's not going to say more because there are other people involved and he doesn't want them to be brought into the spotlight because he doesn't want them to have to deal with it, which is understandable. And unfortunately, it doesn't stop there with this tweet. Society Theater co-founder and Broadway actor/director Tim Nikolai also came out and tweeted, and it is worth noting that the tweet has now been made private, but of course it's the internet and everybody snapshot it. And we have the tweet, and he came out and he said this: "I'm just gonna say this about Jonathan Majors and be done with it. Folks at Yale and the broader NYC community have known about him for years. He's a sociopath and abuser, and that is how virtually everyone speaks about him. It's a shame it took this long for him to be reported." And the same thing kind of happened with him that happened about the other tweets. People were asking him, "Why haven't you come out with this before?" And he responded by saying this: "I'm already seeing a bunch of why didn't you do anything? Folks, people have tried. Ultimately needed a victim to come forward. It's both simultaneously awful to know he is still doing this and also a relief that he may never get to do it again." And Tim Nikolai said the same thing that A.B. Allen said, stating, "A bunch of us are close with people, and sometimes multiple people, he has directly harmed. I don't know if they will speak on it. It's completely their decision." Basically saying what A.B. Allen said, they don't want to talk more about it because they don't want to bring these other people into the spotlight. Now, of course, right now there's not really a way of confirming anything, and we don't know the details behind these reports, so we really can't say anything about them until we kind of get an official response from Jonathan Majors or a spokesperson for him. But enough people seem to be coming out and complaining about him that it is indeed going to be causing a problem, definitely for him, but also for Marvel Studios. Kang is the next big bad. We are literally about to go into the Kang dynasty, and then in Secret Wars, where we're going to meet a lot of Kangs, which in turn are a lot of Jonathan Majors. There are definitely some allegations against him right now, but in show business, many actors have claimed to be hard to work with. Until we really know the details about what actually happened with these people, it's hard to really say what Marvel Studios is going to do. And the spokesperson for Jonathan Majors seems to be pretty confident that his arrest and the allegations for his arrest are not what they seem, and that they can easily find a way to prove that he was innocent in this situation and did not abuse his girlfriend. So although these are serious claims, it's kind of a waiting game right now to see what really comes to light. And I think Marvel Studios is most likely going to be waiting on that as well before they make any type of move. But for those who have been asking me on Twitter and on Instagram, I don't personally foresee them doing anything right now. If some bad allegations come out and get proven, then they might have to take action. But then again, we know that Ezra Miller is still working with Warner Brothers, and Amber Heard is still in the next Aquaman movie. So you really never know. So again, right now it's just a waiting game to see what really comes to light. But go ahead and let us know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. This definitely does come as a bummer, as I really love him as He Who Remains and Kang the Conqueror. I think he did a great job, so I'm hoping that these are false claims or perhaps maybe misunderstandings, but we'll have to wait and see. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of this news. And of course, news about the MCU and the new DC universe as well. And of course, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.